Thousands of sea turtles are currently migrating to nesting grounds on beaches across the southeastern United States, just in time to enjoy a rare break from human interference as coronavirus lockdowns keep people indoors. Experts interviewed by CBS News expect sea turtles to thrive amid the lack of human activity and pollution as beaches are deserted thanks to stay-at-home orders. CBS cited a University of Florida study conducted in 2016, which found that removing detritus from the beach can increase the number of nests by as much as 200%. There are 7 existing species of sea turtles. Nearly all are endangered, 3 of them critically. Out of every 1,000 hatchlings, only 1 survives to adulthood. CBS Miami reports, citing the Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juno Beach, Florida. Sea turtle hatchlings are preyed on by dogs, seabirds, raccoons, crabs, and fish, while adult sea turtles face numerous threats from humans, including microplastics, fishing gear, human development along the ocean, boat strikes, global warming, and trade in sea turtle shells and sea turtle eggs. The Loggerhead Marine Life Center told CBS Miami that all sea turtle hatchlings at their center had ingested microplastics. Other research has found that half of all sea turtles on Earth have ingested plastic. In fact, plastic that's been in the ocean for a while smells like food to sea turtles, and ingesting just a single piece of plastic can kill one of these magnificent animals. More on that in a moment. But first, have you heard of ghost nets and what they can do to sea turtles and other marine life?
A group of 15 volunteers spent hours removing a roughly 4,000-pound ghost net off a beach in Oahu during a month-long series of events aimed at protecting the ocean. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, describes ghost nets as a silent menace threatening the world's marine species. Here's what makes them so bad. Ghost nets are commercial fishing nets that have been abandoned, lost, or discarded at sea. They're made from a strong plastic and can remain in the water for a long time. Ghost nets float with ocean currents and trap plastic and other debris, as well as fish and crustaceans, a process known as ghost fishing. Fish caught in the nets often act as bait, luring larger predators like turtles, sharks, and dolphins, who eventually become entangled themselves. When a drifting net becomes too heavy due to its catch, it may eventually sink to the seabed where smaller ocean dwellers feed on the entangled creatures. This, along with natural decomposition, reduces the weight of the net so that it floats back up to the surface, where it then restarts its destructive cycle. In addition to this, ghost nets can also cause damage by smothering reefs and introducing invasive species and parasites into coral reef habitats. The United Nations Environment Program estimates that over 600 to 800,000 metric tons of ghost gear enters the ocean annually. Some were lost during storms and some dumped deliberately. Nick Mallows, director of the Trash Free Seas program at Ocean Conservancy, says ghost nets are the most deadly form of marine litter. Efforts being made to lessen their impact include clearing drifting nets and promoting the use of biodegradable fishing gear. But there's no quick fix solution, and certain practices such as illegal fishing remain a block to progress.
Turns out, the problem with plastic is not only that there's tons of it floating around in the ocean, but that to some species, it smells like food. According to a report published in Current Biology, new evidence suggests that sea turtles are drawn to the smell of plastic debris found in the ocean. The research team conducted experiments on 15 5-month-old captive loggerhead turtles. They placed each of the turtles into an isolated container where they would be exposed to the odor of 4 different items in random order: turtle food, clean plastic debris, deionized water, and plastic that was purposely exposed to a marine environment for 5 weeks so it would become coated with marine microbes. The turtles were given roughly 1 minute inside the container before being exposed to the odor of the items. The airborne particles were supplied into the container through a pipe and a fan outside of the isolated tank for 2 minutes. Researchers observed the turtles' behavior for 4 minutes after being exposed to the odors. Results showed that turtles were attracted by the scent of turtle food and biofouled plastic equally. When exposed to these 2 items, turtles kept their nares above the water 3 times longer than they did when exposed to clean plastics and deionized water. Co-author of the study, Joseph Fowler of the University of Florida, Gainesville, told the BBC that it's not so much that the plastics look like turtle food, but that, quote, anything out there can grow bacteria and animals on it that turtles want to eat, and so it smells to them like something they would go check out and possibly consume, which can lead to their death. According to 2015 data published in the journal Science, between 4.8 and 12.7 million tons of plastic enter the ocean each year.
According to a study published in Scientific Reports, researchers found that ingesting just one piece of plastic could increase the chance of a sea turtle dying by 22%. The researchers found younger turtles have a higher risk of dying from plastic than adult turtles, as they tend to float in the ocean currents where most of the small, lightweight plastic lies. Adult turtles, in comparison, tend to be choosier with what they eat, choosing instead to eat seagrass and crustaceans. The researchers explained that even a thin, flimsy piece of plastic could block the intestine, resulting in blockage in the long run, while harder pieces of plastic could cause internal injuries. The study also found that about half of the sea turtles on Earth have already consumed plastic. Dr. Hardesty, one of the authors of the study, said we should rethink our relationship with plastic and work to reduce turtles' exposure to plastic.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.